Distinguished Mr. Hossein Haider, Mr. Wang Zihai, Mr. Iqbal Kudwai, Mr. Nadine Zafar, dear Pakistani guests, Shandong exhibitors, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to online Pak-China Business Forum Industrial Expo, Shandong Branch, second phase. The event is hosted by Department of Commerce of Shandong Province, organized by Intercommerce Expo Corporation, Shandong High Expo International Exhibition Corporation Limited, and Chinese Enterprises Service Center. Firstly, please allow me to introduce the leaders and guests who attend this event today. Mr. Hossein Haider, Consul General of Pakistan in Shanghai. Mr. Wang Zihai, Chairman China Committee, Pakistan-China Joint Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Mr. Iqbal Kudwai, Secretary General of Pakistan Chemical Manufacturers Association. Mr. Nadine Zafar, Vice Chairman, Pakistan Hardware Merchants Association. Welcome. The first item on the agenda, let's invite our guests to deliver the speeches. Right off the bat, let's give the floor to Mr. Wang Zihai, Chairman China Committee of Pakistan-China Joint Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Welcome.
Okay. So His Excellency, the Consul General, Mr. Hossein Haider, CD Office Pakistan to Shanghai, my dear friend Salahuddin, Secretary General PCG-CCI, Mr. Iqbal, Pakistan Chemical Manufacturer Association, Mr. Nadim Zafar, Pakistan Hardware Merchants Association. So entrepreneurs from Pakistan and China. So ladies and gentlemen, so very good morning and good afternoon. So it would be a great honor for me to meet that old friends and new friends online. So, you know, now, and this is such epidemic situation. So epidemic could stop us to meet face to face, but could not stop us to make a communication online. So this is the second time we conduct this online exhibition. So that I must to say thanks to Department of Commerce of Shandong Province and the PCG-CCI, and also our different chambers. It's due to your efforts, so our businessmen from both sides can meet online. After the first meeting, so we got a lot of success. So many businessmen from Pakistan and so many businessmen from China. So they meet online and they discuss that the demands and the supply situations, so that orders would materialize. So this is the reason why they conduct this second phase. So for this regard, we also thanks to Hippo Exhibition Company, and also thanks that Everest International from Pakistan. So due to their organization, these meetings were well organized. So I'm originally from Shandong Province. So I know importance of Shandong to Pakistan. Shandong Province, that GDP is more than $1 trillion US, and also is top 3 in China. So most of investments, more than 80% investment from China to Pakistan is from Shandong Province. So also a lot of famous company such like Hisense, and also Sinotruk, and the Shandong High Speed Group, and also sanitation. This company also from Sahiwa Project, Huaneng Rui, even Qingqi Motors. All of these companies who got the good reputations are from Shandong Province. Shandong is famous also for all the industry with all chains of the products. So that for the Pakistani company, if you're doing business between Pakistan and China, could not ignore Shandong Province. So in the last 16 years, I'm that in Pakistan. So I also know importance Pakistan to our Shandong companies. So you know that Pakistan is more than 200 million population. With that, in the recent years, the GDP increased that in more than 5%. And also, most important, now the CPEC as well, most important that of the BRI is running in the right track. It will got the brilliant success. It will be bring billions of that business opportunity between Pakistan and China. So for these reasons, that Shandong and province and also have a very good connection with Pakistan. As you well know, now Shandong province is the sister province with Punjab, and also Karachi is the sister city with the Qingdao Shandong province. So particularly business-wisely, Shandong and Pakistan have that good connection. This is a nice base for both businessmen to conduct the business together. So at last, my best wishes for successful this second time online exhibition between Pakistan and Shandong. So best wishes for all of you have that health and a nice business. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Hossein Haider, Consul General of Pakistan in Shanghai, to deliver the speech. Welcome.
Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon from Shanghai and good morning in Pakistan. I would begin by congratulating Pakistan-China Joint Chamber of Commerce and Industry for organizing this digital industrial exhibition and conference in collaboration with Department of Commerce, Shandong Province, and Messrs. Everest International Expo Private Limited. In the COVID-19 situation, which has shaken the entire world, digital interaction among enterprises has become the new normal. Pakistan-China Joint Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the co-sponsors deserve the accolades for having seized the opportunity and assembled the stakeholders who represent almost all the leading sectors that factor in the Pak-China bilateral trade on one platform. It is also a matter of great pleasure and privilege for me to attend this event. Distinguished delegates, as you are aware, China is Pakistan's single largest trading partner, the second largest destination for Pakistan's exports, and the largest source of Pakistan's imports. China is also the largest source of foreign direct investment in Pakistan. China-Pakistan Free Trade Agreement and China-Pakistan Economic Corridor provide a secure and sound basis for strong commercial and economic engagement between the two countries. The total bilateral trade in 2019 was $18 billion, including $1.8 billion in exports from Pakistan and $16.2 billion in imports from China. Pakistan's major imports from China consist of capital equipment and machinery and industrial raw materials, which are contributing to Pakistan's economic development. In 2019, Pakistan purchased 67% of its total electrical equipment, 50% of machinery, 68% of fertilizer, and 77% of articles of iron and steel from China. Pakistan's major exports to China include rice, cotton yarn and fabrics, garments, base metals and articles, and fisheries. Distinguished delegates, there is an immense scope for further expanding the bilateral trade and investment. The China-Pakistan FTA provides a credible basis for the expansion. Under the second phase of the FTA, which entered into force on January 1st, 2020, both countries will liberalize 75% of their tariff lines, including immediate liberalization of 45% of tariff lines each. The second phase of the FTA will build on the liberalization undertaken in the first phase. The increased market access will drastically reduce trade costs for businesses in both countries and will ramp up trade flows. Distinguished delegates, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor is an important part of the Belt and Road Initiative of the Chinese government, which aims to promote multilateral cooperation and shared development through policy, infrastructure, trade, financial, and people-to-people connectivity. Greater connectivity in the CPEC would change the destiny of the people of China and Pakistan and bring prosperity to the two countries and the region. Due to CPEC, China has become the largest source of foreign direct investment into Pakistan. During the financial year 2014-15 to 2018-19, the cumulative foreign direct investment from China into Pakistan crossed $5 billion, which accounts for nearly half of the total FDI into Pakistan during this period. The first phase of CPEC focused on energy and infrastructure development. Phase 2 will focus on industrial and agriculture development. Under CPEC, 9 special zones are being set up in different parts of Pakistan, which will go a long way in improving supply side situation, broadening and upgrading the manufacturing and export base, and increasing productivity of the factors of production. Distinguished delegates, now I would like to speak briefly on the COVID-19 situation, which has adversely affected businesses all over the world, including Pakistan. In April and May 2020, our global exports declined by 54% and 34% respectively year on year. Imports also fell by 34% in April and 43% in May year on year. The government of Pakistan is committed to helping the businesses, particularly those in the export-oriented sector, as part of its efforts to mitigate the economic impact of the pandemic, and is providing them all-out facilitation. Because China is Pakistan's largest trading partner, keeping up the momentum in trade with China is very important for both government and businesses in Pakistan. Due to successful fight against COVID-19, the business activity is largely back on track in China, including in Shanghai, where our mission is stationed. China has provided generous assistance to Pakistan in coping with the pandemic, for which we are deeply grateful to the Chinese government, people, and businesses. We are also looking to China to offset the loss in exports to other destinations. This exhibition and other such events, which will follow, can go a long way in enabling the enterprises from the two countries to reach out to each other and negotiate and conclude trade deals. In accordance with the commitment of the government of Pakistan to sustain the momentum in trade with China, Pakistan's mission in Shanghai is always at the service of the Chambers of Commerce, Trade Association, and businesses from both sides to facilitate matchmaking and provide any assistance they need for promotion of two-way trade. Before concluding, I would like to commend the organizers for taking this outstanding initiative and to the esteemed business persons from both countries for their participation. Long live Pakistan-China friendship. Thank you very much.